सो हेलो गाइस, वेलकम बैक टू माय चैनल। सो आज हम सीखने जा रहे हैं कि हाउ टू मैनेज अ स्टेट इन अ फ्लटर ऐप। सो बेसिकली so we have different types of managing things in criteria we have. So let's build. So I have make a simple app that is Flutter web app. So we can make statement in app as well as web apps. So you can state management is also important part in the web apps or Android apps by the Flutter, because we want to be user to make a state management. When a user updates some data to some another widget to be show, yeah, automatically data will be responded that data added to want to be user to be show. Or like another state management like login or status, is user logged in or not, how to check, that is also a state management part. So these are currently, let's go. So this is a simple you can see this is a simple basic pattern when you will get an Android app or Flutter make build app. So making state management part. So first you have to add some dependencies in your pubspec.yaml file. So that is Flutter block, because we are using to block provider some to make state management, Flutter freeze annotations and build runner and freeze. That's all. You will get all these dependencies in description. I will share with you. Okay, no worry. And then we have got it our, so this is okay. So this crashes, so we have to again run it. Just wait while it is running. So it's quickly running, good, nice. Okay, so here is a, this is what we can get the previous the pre-compiled code we get from the Flutter when we make a new app or web app, that is all. But we can make also with this, or we can make our new, that is also that is concerned that with this. Okay, SQL file to form, let's start. Okay, so first that we are in VS Code, you will make Flutter block by using this. You can go to right click and then go for block, new block. So name it block as counter. It is good if you have now somewhat knowledge of freeze packet, because we are using the freeze block. Okay, and then you can see that here synchronized filing going on. Okay, so and this is a block we get initially. Okay, so let's make it start. So we are making the simple app in which we have just managed the state for counter variable, that's all, no anything else. Counter state. So this is a freeze packet that we will use in classes to maintain. Okay, no worry. Counter state count equals to 0. So we will get our pre-compiled code app, that is this. And but unfortunately when we move to another page, come back, this is also a thing. And so okay, then we should go and then make a command that make our package flutter pub run build runner watch. Press enter. So wait for a few minutes, and after this it will automatically run and fix this all, because one freeze packet should be created here. And in this app, just we have to show that we have to be continuously providing some things. So state management is also a very good thing when your app is too big, that is it create many heavy loading things, animations to be controlled when user press this button. So it navigate to another page before it's some animations to be loaded. So you can see this is running. Okay, so it is running build. Server failed after second. Why this so? So we will get catch error from that, expected to be find this and we will get this from this. So okay, so this is counter and this is count. Okay, we have to fix it, make it count. And afterward in block you have the make statement here change, that is counter state dot initial. There we get another error. Counter state goes back to counter state int count. So make okay, so it should be returned now. That is very simple error. It should be counter state initial. It should be return counter state which contain count 0. We initialize the counter state. So that all for this. We will starting our. You can think. I will explain you all this. First we get factory counter state dot initial. That should be return counter state. It is another constructor counter state which contain int counter. So we will pass this initial state you to have provided for the block management. You have to provide an initial state by use. Okay, what would be the initial state of that element? It's count, so it's be 0 in starting. Okay, and no need to be very attention about this. Then in this event, so this is a block which automatically generated file. You don't need to be worried about it. This all thing, the all concept. It's a boilerplate code that should be automatically in with this by this Flutter pub run build runner command make it for us. Okay, so we have to now make events. So first is the event started. That is whatever we started when we have to start our app. So this is event should be fired and we have to be show this animation like splash screens, whatever we want to be do. So we will make our new events too. Just copy, paste, and make this new event increment and decrement. And don't forget to make it private. The same name increment. So make it private with just first name is capital. Decrement. Just press save automatically. You can when the command is in watch, it automatically watching all the changes and automatically play changes in this file, all the boilerplate code. Okay. So now we are ready with our block state of initial count. So two events increment and decrement. When we press increment, so automatically count +1 and decrement count -1. That should be we get in this, and another counter block. Okay. So in this counter block, all the events should be handled. When this event should be fired, what will be the happen with the state, or what will happen to another thing? That is also. So counter block is a block where we manage the events. What will help to be understand the state movement. Okay. So now first go for yield. Okay. Yield star. Yield star. Then event dot map. So you will get these are the events that we written in the counter event. You can see started, increment, decrement. Automatically we get it here. So if you write for any number of events more, so automatically get you will here. So in the control D. So I will pass sync star. So that's all for us. So automatically we will get all our errors are gone. Press just control save. For it's our part to be what we started with. It's not need. If you not need to be started, you can keep it empty. For increment, that is our what we have to make. For increment, we yield state copy with. That is a core concept of freeze packet. State copy count equals to we have a count variable now. Count equals to, and then okay, so what will be this time? Yield state copy with that. In this copy with the freeze packet has to be make two classes to be similarized or instance to be similarized. So we will make state, our starting state. This is in count, that is with 0. So now state copy with, but the previous count is copy with. Now state dot count, the whatever the previous value in the count is stored +1. Okay. and same for this, just and for plus it is place a fine. Okay, so press R to be hot reload. Nothing to be changed very, because it is concept to be not utilized in the main.dart file. So now close the block and come with the main.dart file. While running with the my app, we first have to be for this material app. So then is a home where we use block provider, context, so that's whatever we, and context we should return what is our name of block, counter block, and one child that is my app. Okay, now it is connected with our block. Okay, come. So now add our events. Okay, possibly we add our events here. Now this move Flutter demo to be block demo. Okay, Flutter demo page. Okay, block demo page, then move to this. So we calling that my app stateless wizard, so it not need to be like this, should be coming. So we go and change for this. Okay, so let's run sap fold have bar title text block provider demo, then for this should be semicolon, and after block body. So body for I should run block consumer. Should be I believe in auto completion sometime. Okay, so it contains context and state. Okay, and this should return something like to us, and listener also listener. Wow, this is a good thing that in sets we are using sometimes set state, so we can deal some of the functions in here. Okay, no worry. So first we go here so we should also return column. Before it, I think the column should contain some attributes like axis, main axis, alignment, that is axis alignment dot center. Yeah, and then children also contain some of the things that should be contained, and children like, okay, so first is contain text, so that is our counter value, and it should be like this variable state dot what should be the return in the count. That's all. So if you just go and press R, okay, we got some types of error block. So that in SSTO provider you have to trying to read block consumer qubit. Okay, so we have to just provided that here, type name of block and state of block. That's all. Enough. Please make it enough. Okay, so counter value you can remove button, and this is a counter value 0 we get from initial. Okay, so that's all for, I think so that is enough. And move it column, just make it center so you get clear idea. Child, make it column, and now it's turned to be center to take a semicolon. Okay, so in a child we will add more like a button, raise button on press. So what should be fired, and also it have child, like I think so it's a child, so that x is increment. Okay, on press, so what should be gone on press? Of context dot add I think it should be not block provider, it should we can make it like also while we are making some types of variable plus minus, so we should go and learn from. Okay, so every time we make our something new on press button like this, so we make our two buttons. First is raise button, then make another raise button that contain an event decrement. Okay, so now our main task is to be another initialize the that function, that events to be fired. Okay, so that's something main we want in this our app. So there are two types of events we should be fire, add, increment and decrement. So block provider should be help in this, and no worry in the here that we have a listener also. Okay, so we have a listener also, and so let's take two events. First is increment and decrement. So increment and decrement have two components, so that should be passed with the states. So whatever the previous state, so it should be called in the main activity. So that is our activity in the main. Okay, so now our term is to be on press. So first make it two button, and so test it should be worked or not for us with a minor example, print increment and print decrement. So let's run it first. What we get increment and decrement, so we will get our first increment and decrement. Now it's our now our task is to be dispatch or event some fire functions on press of this. Okay, so this should be okay. So now let's make it move from this print decrement. So that should be block provider, then of context. Context is something that we are passing with our app along, dot add, then when dot. So first pass here our name of block, that is counter, that is counter block. It should be like block provider of user block context dot add. So why it's not recognize our counter block? Make it it should be like event increment. So why it's not recognizing our events? Why it's so happening? So that is block provider. It should be so I think we should go back what mess we created so far for just a 2-second call, but it's so recognizing why it's so okay. Make it like this, and this should be come back. Just add one line more here. Counter block. That is enough for this. Now you can see our increment is gone working down. Now let's turn it to be decrement. So what should I go what I should do with this here is just only block provider of counter. What type of block we are, when we are using 2 or 3 types of block, we have to define which type of block we are using. Block provider that name context dot add event. What should be event? Should be fire counter dot increment. Okay, that should be only fire, and this time decrement. Okay, that's all I think. So let's make our state management part easy and without any. So now one thing more, what should be done in the this value should be erased, and this listener should not be empty. So if state dot count greater than 0 or greater than 10, so what should be done? What should be done here? So we can make our one thing more. We can shift to another page where we want to be land when user put his password and return back to be something. We can get another thing. State.counter is when user enter password email. We can make another state like bool or authenticated true. When email password check authenticated true, here if state dot authenticated equals to true, then automatically move to another route. But now we have to make sackful print now print over the 10. That's all for this block needs state. That's enough. So increment. You can say that all things are even increment 9 10, then no more over the 10. So it's automatically here when the state is changed.